pep rally may be over, but we're still pumped.
Our second show will feature highlights of the school spirit-filled week.
Plus, we peel back the curtain on Yamo.
All that and more on KIT TV News. On It Starts right now.
Hi and welcome to KIT TV News. I'm Daniel Poneman along with Carolina Glynn, and we'll get the scoop on sports from Cody Berman a little later.
My dancing shoes are still all worn out from Saturday night. How about you?
Well, there was definitely juking in the field house.
I'm more of a line dancing gal.
That doesn't surprise me. Well, with the election season in full swing, some ETHS students are planning on voting in their first election. But even those students who won't be able to vote are making a big difference. Sam Crane and Duncan Riley have more.
Students for Barack Obama were started last year by senior Mariana Brady, and since their first meeting they've been getting involved around Evanston through the local chapter of the Democratic Party.
I've been selling buttons at the school on Sundays and Wednesdays at the headquarters. You can come make buttons or make calls.
Obama's campaign has been characterized by large amounts of support from young voters, and the youth vote will be a key factor in whoever wins the election. While some people have faulted his campaign for attracting badly informed supporters, Mariana Brady says that this isn't a problem.
I think a lot of kids come into this seeing him kind of as like, oh, you know, this kind of celebrity, or there's just this guy that they hear about that's really cool, and he's kind of attracted a lot of attention from younger kids or students or the youth. But I think that no one can really criticize anyone that is involved in politics.
Illinois has been pro-Obama from the beginning, but students for Barack Obama have been working in surrounding states to canvass where it really matters.
We have been taking trips. We take trips to Iowa, all the surrounding, swing states, Iowa, Michigan, Wisconsin. I think it's just the experience in politics. I think it's, getting involved. When you get involved with the campaign, you automatically become more in the know, more knowledgeable about politics and government.
And they'll keep working on through Election Day. But for now, I'm Duncan Riley for KIT TV News.
It's cool to see so many people making a difference. ETHS's annual 3-period concert dedicated to KIT Pride, the school song contest, was underway last Wednesday. Cody Berman and David Stillerman bring you the best of the sights and the sounds.
Everybody else is doing what's round. Start out the chanting like a sound from north side to south, the world will pass around. Everybody else is doing what's round. Start out the chanting like a sound from east side to west, the world will pass around. From the art wing to the third floor, northwest, so let's get it. This is Evanston's biggest hit. You know something that can't be learned, and that's so nice to show it.
Brand new field turf, 09 blue shirts, going happy, but they leaving on that bus hurt.
We will fight for you, for the right to do everything for you. We'll go into play and win the game. We'll bring you fame. Wow, wow, wow.
The winner got to play in the pep rally.
Speaking of the pep rally, Cody, you seem pretty jazzed up from last Friday. Give us the weekend sports recap.
Well, Daniel, the game wasn't the only big event this weekend. A sea of blue and orange flooded Beardsley on Friday. And honestly, I was more than a little scared of being trampled. Thankfully, you can enjoy the highlights from the safety of your own computer. After the pep rally, much of the enthusiasm spilled over into the game on Saturday. Matt Green and Sammy Gar have the E-Town tradition.
It was homecoming in E-Town, and Evanston wanted to get down to a fast start and a good fast tempo, and they got that chance with Antonio Sanders. He then successfully blocked his third punt and returned it for a touchdown, putting the Wildcats up 7-0 early.
Touchdown! Grimley takes a snap.
The mental mistakes, fumbling the ball on the transaction between Leonard Panion and quarterback Nick Grimley. Jordan Phillips got the recovery.
Here comes the offense.
Niles West then struck back early as Nick Grimley passed the end zone to Chris Wright for one of his 4 touchdown catches at the half. Niles West's offense shows signs of trickiness as wide receiver Chris Wright lateraled the ball to Leonard Panion, who ran it all the way for a wide open Niles West touchdown. Evanston then showed some firepower themselves, by Kevin Rosinski throwing to Andre Epps for a 50-yard sprint for the touchdown. Rosinski then hooked up with Andre Epps again on a floating pass to the end zone on a perfect strike, making it 32-20 Niles West. Then later on in the game, Kevin Rosinski then hooked up with Alex Wilfording in the corner of the end zone to make it 39-27, but it proved to be too late. Evanston then failed to recover the onside kick as they fall 39-27 in homecoming.
One team that's defying everyone's expectations is girls volleyball, and it's heating up. Loretta Howell and Daniel Poneman got above the net for the action.
After a stellar 14-4 start to the season, the Evanston girls volleyball team kept up their strong play by topping Glenbrook South in the finals of the Glenbrook North tournament. Beyond the leadership of seniors Hannah Foles and Ellie Nepper, Coach Pam McPherson's Wildcats are poised to win the conference title and snag the #1 seed in the sectional for the state playoffs.
Amazing. Coming into the season, we really didn't know what to expect. We all got along really well together and played hard, but it's been great to be able to win so many.
They've been doing a great job. We have 6 seniors. All of them are stand-up girls, and number one, they're good character girls. And when you have good hard workers and players that have a lot of heart, that's the most important.
In only her 3rd year as the head volleyball coach at Evanston, Coach McPherson clearly has a program headed in the right direction. The Wildcats top new cheer this season for the first time in a long time.
It was really frustrating for me to hear the record that we really hadn't been doing well against New Trier in all these years. Because when we played at GBS, we beat them every year in and year out. And for this school to be scared of New Trier really was frustrating for me. And finally, we kind of stepped up and knew that we were a good team, took care of our side, and didn't worry about who we were playing on the other side. That we just beat the other team.
That's the first time we beat them since 1993, so that was a big deal.
Much of the Kit's success can be credited to the strong play of junior outside hitter Allie Gosen. She has led the team in kills, and earlier this season she was one of 10 athletes selected as the Chicago Tribune Players of the Week. Allie is also being recruited to play volleyball at a number of schools, including Ohio, Duke, Missouri, and Colorado.
Her freshman year, she had really never played volleyball before, but she was tall, she had big hands, so we brought her up to JV just because we knew what her potential level was going to be.
Until next time, this is Daniel Poneman with Loretta Howell for KIT TV News.
That's all the time we have now for sports this week. Let's send it back to Carolina and Daniel.
Thanks, Cody. Everyone has seen Tina Fey play Sarah Palin on Saturday Night Live, but what about ETHS's own? Well, she got her shot in this year's Yamo. Find out what it takes to make the show a success.
It is great for people to see and be involved in because it makes you laugh. It'll make you cry. And it's good fun for everyone.
I'm opening this with us.
Yamo!
It's that time again. Yamo is back. For 51 years, Yamo has been the school's funniest student-written, student-produced play. The cast and crew have been hard at work for several months preparing for their big debut.
Wait, let's talk about how many hours.
We spend on Yamo right now during the school year
3,000 hours.
About 3,000, but closer to 20.
General Director Rachel Birnbaum gives the scoop on this year's Yamo.
There is great stuff to look forward to this year. This year's Yamo is hysterical. We have a lot of really intense political humor, and I think the main thing that's great about it is our show is really current. Our title, YamoTube.comedy, it's all about the internet and all these other current events and things that really impact teenagers' lives. Okay.
Carolina Gwynn along with Stephen Yamada for KIT TV News.
Well, Yamo had me rolling in the aisles this weekend.
Yeah, I saw Dr. Witherspoon there too. That man is an unintentional comedic genius.
All right, guys, that wraps it up here for KIT TV News.
This is the second edition of our show, so until next time, keep your noses clean.
Right.
Yeah, let's have a conversation. Without the need to hunt.
Of course not.
Yes.